You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for work as it is for your life. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become.
But you're going to have some ups and you're going to have some downs. Most people give up on themselves easily. You know the human spirit is powerful. There's nothing that's powerful. It's hard to kill the human spirit. Anybody can feel good when they have their health, their bills are paid, they have happy relationships. Anybody can be positive then. Anybody can have a larger vision then. Anybody can have faith under those kinds of circumstances. The real challenge of growth, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, comes when you get knocked down. It takes courage to act. Part of being hungry when you've been defeated, it takes courage to start over again. Fear kills dreams. Fear kills hope. Fear puts people in the hospital. Fear can age you, can hold you back from doing something that you know within yourself that you're capable of doing, but it will paralyze you. At the end of your feelings is nothing, but at the end of every principle is a promise. Behind your little feeling, it might not be absolutely nothing at the end of your little feelings, but behind every principle is a promise. And some of you in your life, the reason why you're not at your goal right now, because you're just all about your feelings. You all on your feelings. You don't feel like waking up. Who does? Every day you say no to your dreams, you might be pushing your dreams back a whole 6 months, a whole year. That one single day, that one day you didn't get up, could have pushed your stuff back I don't know how long. Don't allow your emotions to control you. We are emotional, but you want to begin to discipline your emotions. If you don't discipline and contain your emotions, they will use you. You want it. You're going to go all out to have it. It's not going to be easy. When you want to change, it's not easy. Or in fact, easy, everybody will do it. But if you're serious, you'll go all out. I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. I'm coming back. And I'll be stronger and better because of it. You have got to make a declaration. This is what you stand for. You're standing up for your dreams. You're standing up for peace of mind. You're standing up for health. Take full responsibility for your life. Accept where you are and the responsibility that you're going to take yourself where you want to go. I'm going to live each day as if it were my last. Live your life with passion, with some drive. Decide that you're going to push yourself. the last chapter to your life has not been written yet. It doesn't matter about what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter about what happens to you. What matters is, what are you going to do about it? This year I will make this goal become a reality. I won't talk about it anymore. I can. I can. I can.
To persevere, I think it's important for everybody. Don't give up. Don't give in. There's always an answer to everything.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Partner Plus. So this is our casting vision and motivation. To get something that you've never had, you have to do something that you've never done before. So the best thing about this is that we're going to be hitting a goal, but it's going to be a unified goal of all of us getting to Partner Plus at the same time. Those are the best types of goals, right? And before I do anything, before I'm sharing Juice Plus, before I start getting into my Team Z every morning, what I like to do is I like to get my mindset right. And so we need to get our mindset right. And I always have a story that pops in my head when I'm sharing, and I always try to make the other person is more important than what I am doing or what I am about to say to them, right? And my girlfriend, Heather, our friend, she's with our Juice Plus business partner in Sideline, she wasn't brave enough for 2 years. And she decided that, you know what, I'm going to get off my butt and I'm going to ask the principal and I'm going to speak at one of the staff meetings. So she did before one of the school year started, and she spoke and she shared Juice Plus, and she was so excited. And then after that meeting, one of her coworkers came up to her that her husband was suffering and recently passed away from cancer. And that was very devastating for Heather. And she told her, if you knew about this for 2 years, why didn't you say anything? And that hit me really hard. And I don't mean to say that to like every situation and what we're doing but that's how important our mission is of what we're doing and sharing Juice Plus and what it can do for somebody's life, extending a life of a family member that's really near and dear to us. It's not going to heal them, but we never know what's going to happen if we don't share. And I always think about that. And I just want you to think about that before you start sharing. Now that you know about Juice Plus, you're taking it and you're taking on this mission of this health journey. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit and not share? Are you going to be brave? Because there's someone out there waiting for you to share. So let's get this party started. Woohoo! I'm ready. I'm all fired up. Do you have the video? Okay.
This is Oliver, and his eating habits are, well, this is Clara. She works for us. Great. This is Mary. She's a mum. And Anna. She's trying to live healthily every day. And this is Juice Plus. We make that, and we are very proud of it. This is Bill. He grows the cranberries that go into Juice Plus. He picks them just for us, fully ripe, straight from his fields to our drying facility as fresh as possible. We trust Bill. And David. He grows parsley for us. But just so you can too, we made it official. This is carrot, broccoli, parsley, tomato, raspberry, apple, spinach, cabbage, beetroot, garlic, artichoke, blackberry, pomegranate, ginger. Well, you get the idea. There are 30 fruits and vegetables that go into Juice Plus. That's right, 30. The vitamins and phytonutrients in them keep your body healthy and your immune system going every day. Now, back to those cranberries. They are full of nutrients and antioxidants like vitamin C. Vitamin C helps protect the cells in your body against oxidative stress. We also have some studies. Okay, lots of studies. Yes, we may be obsessed, but it makes us the most researched nutritional product on the market. And why do we need it? Because, if we're honest with ourselves, we don't always eat right. We just don't. Remember Oliver and Anna? Yes, even Anna slips up from time to time. Juice Plus helps you to bridge the gap between what you do eat and what you should eat every day. It's as simple as that. Juice Plus, the next best thing to fruits and vegetables.
All right. Am I up?
You're up.
Awesome. That was amazing, Mo. Thank you so much. Okay, so that video that Mo just showed you, the second one, was what we always talk about is our teaser video. It's the UK version, but I really like it. How many of you guys like that video? Yeah? All right, awesome. So I call it a teaser because to me, it's like a movie trailer. It's just enough information to get people curious. And you know what? I think it's more important that we get people curious about Juice Plus and thinking about Juice Plus, certainly, than it is to, like, we don't ever want to just kind of slam it in their face, right? So I think that video kind of does that. And for what we're going to talk about tonight, which is what we would consider to be your hot, hot, hot market, is a perfect first exposure. So hot, hot, hot market is the people that you love and that you want to share Juice Plus with because you love them. And they are also the people who love you and would support you. Okay? So before we go any further, I'm going to put it in gallery view, and I just want to ask everybody, do you have a pen and a paper? And if you do, let's write down 5 people that we love and also that love and would support us. So I always call this your mother, your brother, your best friend, right? This is literally, so the very, very first person I shared with was my dad. And, you know, my dad would just almost do anything that I asked him to do. So I just called him up and I said, hey, Dad, you know, I've got started with this stuff and you need it. And that was before we had the quick start and all the great tools we have. And he said, okay, just tell me what it is I need to do. Okay. The second person I went to talk to was my mom. And she said, okay, I trust you. What do I need to get? I mean, I didn't have to show her video. I didn't have to take her to a presentation. I'm her daughter. She would have probably done it even if she didn't trust me, right? She trusts me because I'm her daughter. So this is your mother, your brother, and your best friend. And we all have a good girlfriend who we want to bring along this journey with us, right? My third person I talked to was a good girlfriend of mine. And I knew enough about her to say, hey, Shannon, I found something. I can't wait to tell you about this. I think it's the answers we've been looking for. It's going to help you with that. We knew it was an autoimmune issue thing. I think it's going to help you with that autoimmune thing that you've got going on. And I think it's the answer so you don't have to go back to work. So I took my passion and my excitement and I went to the first 3 people I could talk to that loved me and that I loved. Okay. So everybody write that down. Tell me when you've got it. If you're following along with the video, just go ahead and take this time and go ahead and write down your list. Go ahead and work through this right alongside us while you're watching the video. You need to pull out your phone book, go on your Facebook. If you're just having trouble getting your memory jogged, do it. So how's everyone doing? You got 1 or 2 names? 3 names?
Yeah, I'm going through my like my texting and stuff to like the people that I text and go trying to see who is on here that does not take Juice Plus.
Who do you talk to, right? Yes, and those are the people that you talk to. Those are the people you're close to. That's perfect. Now, to be fair, you've been around a little while, so probably a lot of the people that you talk to regularly, you've shared Juice Plus with. So in that case, what I'd like you to think of is still, do you love them? And would they support you if you ask them? Because just because they know about Juice Plus, maybe you haven't really shared with them in that manner. So take that into consideration. You love them, you care about them, so you want them to know about this. I think your story, Mo, from the beginning was perfect example. We don't get to decide for other people. In fact, it's really unfair for us to decide for other people because we don't know what's going on in other people's lives. So all we get to decide to do is whether we share or not. Now they get to decide if they are ready for it or not. And just because they're not ready today doesn't mean they won't be ready in a year from now when something changes. And if they know that you have what they're looking for, they're going to come back to you. But they won't be able to do that if they don't know that you have Juice Plus. And I think almost everybody I talk to is on Juice Plus. Like that I talk to regularly. Hold on. I'm trying to do this too. Okay, I found somebody.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 5 people on here.
Perfect. Okay.
They all know I do Juice Plus. And out of the 5, I've talked to 3 of them about it. The other 2 know I do it, and I never asked them to get on the product.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
so
I
let's go. What do you got? Tell me.
I have 5. And 1 probably doesn't even know what I do, knows what I do, but doesn't really know a lot about Juice Plus. And then the other 3, they know what I do and they've had touches, but this is a refresher of, hey, let's come back around when you were talking about it before, like that.
Okay,
like a come back around. Is that right?
Circle back. Yeah.
Circle back.
Yeah. Circle back. Okay. Marley and Zadia, do y'all have anybody?
I have 2.
Okay.
I have 2.
Okay. Tell us about them.
So one of them is an old coworker, and I think I got pretty close with her. I think it's a person that I appreciate and appreciates me. I'm not sure if maybe by Mo she has been introduced to Juice Plus before, because she used to be Mo's coworker too. But I haven't intentionally reached out to her like that.
Okay.
And then another one is a friend from high school that I think she also knows that I've done this, but I haven't asked her to join an event or anything like that.
Okay. So which one are you the closest to? Let's start with that.
Probably my friend from high school.
Okay. What's her name? We're going to use you now as an example.
Okay. Her name is Laura.
Okay, Laura. Friend from high school. How often do you guys communicate now?
We do not communicate often. She's one of those friends that we talk every 3 months or so, or even longer. But whenever you do talk to her, it feels like it was yesterday. Perfect.
Okay, now tell me about her personally. What does she do for a living? Is she married? Does she have children? Stuff like that.
She's married. She's a nurse. Actually, she just started working as a lactation consultant, and she has 3 kids, little kids.
Very small children.
Yeah. Well, the older one, I think he's 7, but she has 2 little ones.
Okay, so she has at least one who's eligible for the Children's Health Study.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, perfect. Okay, and what do you know about her or her family that makes you think of her in regards to Juice Plus?
I know that, well, just her personally, I know she struggles with weight a lot. At one point, like, she did like amazing and like she did like a huge turnaround with that. And then but now after she had her last baby, I know she's been struggling. And then also she's really busy. You know, I think her schedule may have changed, but when she was working the 12-hour shifts, I know it was really hard. You know, just being like super busy mom.
Generally, what I know about nurses too is that they really want to take good care of themselves, but their heart is so big, which is why they go into nursing. They end up taking care of everybody else. They work these long schedules, and they never get the opportunity to take care of themselves, especially while they're working. They don't even have the time to take care of themselves. So they often don't eat well. Many of them smoke, you know, and they drink a lot of caffeine, a lot of sodas and different things like that to keep them going on their long shifts. So it's a big generalization, but out of a lot of the nurses that I've met, that's the story. So it sounds like she might fall into that category. Okay, tell me this, Zadi, what about you personally do you think she would relate to as far as your story with Juice Plus?
I think she would relate to the being a busy mom part. I mean, I don't know how well she, you know, the nutrition for her kids is, but I know that's like my main struggle is like trying to cook something healthy for my kids with my busy schedule.
Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go with this. This is good. So I'm gonna share my screen with you guys now. Now, I know that you guys are all walking through this like you're a brand new rep, which is amazing to do. But I also want you to keep in the back of your mind that everything you do here today and everything you learn is going to help you when you get somebody started. Okay, so it's the same exact thing that you guys will do when you help somebody get started. What I'm going to share with you right now is the Quick Start system. And this is page 3, I believe, under the Quick Start Guide. And it is getting started with your first few customers. And like literally you could type in here, as you can see, which is kind of cool. I think they have all the forms that way now. But this is the list that I'm asking you to make. And it says 2 or 3 people. I like to come up with 5. But to get this first promotion, you really just need your order and 2 or 3 other orders, okay? If you're a restart, you may be able to use your order. If you're not a restart or you don't have, your order's not shipping during this time, then we definitely need at least 3 new orders for you, okay? So we're looking for 3 people who you love and care about and you want to share this information with, and who also love and care about you and would be willing to support you, okay? So here we go. Now, Zadi, how do you normally talk to her? When you guys actually speak, how do y'all speak?
I normally text her.
You normally text her, okay. Then I would do exactly what you always do, because it would be strange to do anything else. I wouldn't send this message to my mom because that'd be weird, right? I don't talk to my mom like this, okay? And of course you have to put this in your own words, but these points should be in there. One other thing is you've been in the business for a while, so she probably knows you've been in the business for a while, so we're gonna tweak that little bit, just a tiny bit, okay? But I'm gonna read it straight through the way it is first. So I'm gonna put her in there. Hey, Laura, could you do me a favor? It would mean so much to me to have your support, and this is where we would change it. Not on my new business journey, you could just say on my business journey or on my mission, okay? Would you be open to trying these fruit and veggie powders I'm working with? I like that it says fruit and veggie powders because that gives the people the information right away that this fruits and veggies in powder form. It takes a lot of explanation away. I thought it would be great for you because you're a busy mom just like me. You have kids and I know the struggle it can be sometimes to get our kids to eat as well as we'd like them to. And I know as a nurse, you've had, you in the past have had a real hard time as a nurse. You've got such a big heart and you're giving to others, but I know sometimes it's hard for you to take care of yourself. And because, and now this is again something you might have to tweak. And because I know you love and support me too. Now that's something I would definitely see to my mom, right? But you may say it slightly differently to a good friend, just by saying something like, and your support would mean a lot to me, okay? And if you love it, great. And if not, no worries. Your feedback would help me a lot as I'm moving forward. Okay, so instead of getting started, as I'm moving forward. If I sent you a quick, and the video we showed you, the teaser video, is 2 minutes long. So you just change that to, if I sent you a quick 2-minute video, would you be open to taking a peek? I gotta be honest with you, I don't use the word peek. I said, would you be open to, I'll say, would you be open to checking it out? It's just not my verbiage, and it would be weird for me to say that, okay? So I'd say, if I sent you a quick 2-minute video, would you be open to checking it out?
You say, would you be open to taking a Mick peek?
Oh my God, Diane. You're hilarious.
That's so good.
I'm going to use that now.
There you go.
Next peek. That's so good.
I just hit me like, oh, that's so funny.
Okay, Zadi, so what I want you to do is go ahead and formulate this message in the format that you talk to her. So if it's text, in a text message. And if it's a Facebook message, do it in Facebook. But go ahead and take the moment. And we're going to work with somebody else. You don't have to send it until after we talk to you again, but go ahead and get it ready, okay?
Okay.
And I believe Mo has probably sent you, or one of these girls has, and if not, we will right now, this actual form so you can copy from it.
I'll do that right now.
Okay. Okay, so let me check with Marley. Marley, do you have somebody we could work through with you?
So I'm talking to someone who's possibly interested in the business and the product that my husband first contacted. So
Okay, gotta love those husbands.
Right? He's fantastic. So she has kids the same age as mine, 3 and 1. And she works over 70 hours a
Pause
week.
1 second. No, go ahead. Okay, 3 and 1. She works doing what?
So she works at the dealership where my husband works.
Okay.
But she works 70 plus hours
Oh, wow.
there. Like that's just a normal shift for salespeople. And she really wants to be able to work from home. And she's married and her husband works, but they right now need both of their incomes. And she's currently working with Mary Kay, but she's also interested in, having multiple streams of income. So she seemed very interested in the Juice Plus model. I actually had a phone call with her this evening, or earlier this afternoon, but we got cut short because she had a customer walk in and she had to go. But we're in the process of trying to nail down a time for us to do a 3-way call with you and her, with she and I and you, Alicia.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna message her again later this evening whenever we've got a chance to
Good
try to
deal.
pin down a time.
Well, Marley and I have been working very close together for the last couple of weeks. We meet every day for about 15 minutes. So we've been working on this, as you can tell. She's doing good. And by the way, when my husband and I first got together, I didn't talk to anybody that I didn't know about Juice Plus, and he talked to everybody about Juice Plus. So I always called him the door opener. I just had to learn how to walk through it once you got it open. And it took me a little while, but I got good at it now. So he goes and kicks the door open and I walk through. So husbands are great for all kinds of things when it comes to our business.
It's honestly so funny how that works. Like we almost have more confidence when we're trying to do something for someone else than we are when we try to do it for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Like,
yes.
If we're at a restaurant, I don't want to ask for, extra hot sauce. But if my sister-in-law says, hey, I'd like some extra hot sauce, I'll be the first one to grab the waiter and say, hey, can we get some extra hot sauce here?
So Marley, you bring to a good point too. Not only that, but with what we're talking about here, when we say, hey, I'm wondering if you do me a favor, people want to help each other. And when you're talking about the people that you love and that love you, they want to do that for you. That's why it's really easy for you to go, excuse me, can you get her some hot sauce? Because you care about them and you want to take care of them. So this is the same thing. Okay, so don't forget that when we're talking to these people. They care about you and they want to take care of you too. So excellent point. Thank you. Okay, so do you have anybody? Let's go back to your hot market. So I know we've talked. I know you've talked to your mom, and I know that's kind of hanging on out there. Is there anybody from the beginning? A mother, a brother, a sister-in-law, a best friend, somebody you haven't taken care of?
Yeah, probably one of my two best friends, Sarah. She's kind of one that I've actually toyed with the idea of asking her if I could just use her as a guinea pig, like just straight up asking her, like, hey, do you mind? And what I would like to, and Alicia, I was going to run this by you, I would like to ask her to do a 3-way call and just ask questions so I can see what that looks like. And I would be comfortable asking her to do that.
Okay, so let's talk this through, because that's definitely a possibility. We have done things similar to that in the past, and if that's the way you end up wanting to go, that's perfectly okay. Mm-hmm. There is an option that we can add to that where, okay guys, I'm sorry it's taken us so long. I do want to wrap this up. And we can do that. As soon as I finish with Marley, we're going to wrap this up, because we're going to go back to you, Zadi, and finish you, and then we're going to give you an assignment, okay? So the thing we can do that, we did it for a while, a little thing called, would you be open to just checking out what we're doing? You know, it basically would help me a lot if you just come and hear my friend's story. It was something similar to that, and it would be that kind of a thing. So that's definitely a route we could take. But let's just go through this process and see if that's the best one, okay? So have you talked to Sarah about Juice Plus at all? Mentioned it? Okay. And what, that's something in passing?
So whenever I first started, basically I told her what I was doing. I know in the past that she and her husband, took greens powder supplements and stuff like that, and they're fairly health conscious. She at one point wanted to be a nutritionist. So I think a lot of that has kind of slid by the wayside as far as how focused she is on what they eat over the last few years, because she's gotten very busy with a career and all that.
Okay.
But she is a receptionist / bookkeeper / schedule the events. She works for a clinic, a medical clinic, but it's a small clinic, so she does
a lot,
pretty much everything but check out the patients.
Okay. And then how many kids does she have? And you said she is married?
She is married. They do not have kids.
Okay.
So yeah, and
when you mentioned Juice Plus, it was just a mentioning. There was no conversation about it.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. It was a phone call between she and I and our other close friend Megan. It was like, hey, look, this is something that I'm doing now. Super interested. This is what it is, and I really just kind of flung everything out there, right? With no real rhyme or reason. They were probably so I can come back, and I've kind of refined some of the things that I talk about because I always talk about Juice Plus, not necessarily in a hey, you need this sort of manner, but it comes up and almost the conversation we have.
Yeah.
So
they're like wondering why you haven't asked them to look at it yet, honestly. I bet you. And most people will wait for you to ask them to actually take a look.
So I have.
Okay.
Though not as much with her, oddly enough, as I have
what with the other one?
Megan. But she's Megan. But Sarah, I have not really, with any sort of
intention.
Yeah, with any sort of intention, gone back to her.
Okay. So let's look at doing it with some intention. She's pretty health conscious. She's done some things in the past. What about your story do you think she would relate to?
Well, now the fact, more of how the product has helped me, because that was one of the first questions she asked whenever I was talking about the product. She's like, well, have you seen a difference in yourself? And at the time, I had only been taking Juice Plus gosh, maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Mhm.
So I hadn't noticed anything yet. So I told her just like, I haven't been taking it that long. I said, I know other people and, they've seen these results, and
Yeah.
kind of enumerated a few things. Like, okay, well, that sounds kind of cool. And I don't remember, because this is several months ago now that conversation happened. But yeah, I haven't circled back to her
Okay.
with like any intention. So.
And do you think it's the energy or just your story in general? Like, is there anything specific, or you just think she'd be open to hearing your story?
She would be most interested in how it's affected me.
Okay. So more energy.
But she knows my story. We talk almost every week. So usually it's through text. Maybe once a month we talk on the phone.
Okay.
But
okay. So would you be willing to give this more direct approach a try with her?
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe.
I think it would. What do y'all think? I think it's the better idea, don't you? Just talk to her. I do. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. It's just a more relaxing conversation between friends.
yeah.
Like, this is what I'm doing. And either you want to do it or you don't. And if not, let's have cake.
That's right. And before, now you can actually go back to her. Now you can actually go back to her and say, hey, before when we talked, I hadn't had any results yet. So I have now. So I wanted to circle back around. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. And then after this, I'm going to turn it over to Mo and Di to wrap up, because I do have another call I have to get to that I forgot about. So, okay, so hey, Sarah. Okay, so, I wouldn't say, could you do me a favor, maybe necessarily right at this point. Instead, I would say, now, if you're due for a phone call, make it a phone call.
Yeah.
But if you're just up for it, if it's like you talked to her last week and it's text time, then text her, okay? Okay, so, hey, Sarah, I know we've talked about Juice Plus before. And before, you asked me if I had any results, and I hadn't had any yet, but now I have. So I wanted to circle back around and share some more. So share with her the pieces that you think are relevant. This is what I've noticed. I have more energy. I don't remember everything that we've talked about, so just forgive me, Marlene. But my kids are eating better. Whatever. I have more peace of mind. And then say, and I thought of you because, well, what will she relate to? Does she need more energy? You know what I'm saying? Be very specific if you can. And if not, it can just be, or you can also add for sure. I know what you guys have tried in the past, same kind of things I've tried. I feel like, and I know how health conscious, and like me, how health conscious you are. So you're relating to her. I know, like me, you're very health conscious, and I know the things you guys have tried because we've tried them too. I really feel like this is a better choice. The results I've had from this are better than the things we've had in the past. So here's what I was thinking. I was wondering if you would be open to just checking these out. Would you be open to trying these fruit and veggie powders, giving them a shot? If you love them, great. If not, no worries, but your feedback would really help me as I move forward with my Juice Plus business. If I sent you a quick 2-minute video, would you be open to taking it? Got it? How does that feel?
I can do something roughly like that.
So what I want you to do is formulate it, okay? And then I'm gonna go back and wrap up with Zadi, and then I'm gonna leave the call, and then Mo and Di are gonna help you with your message, tweak it so you feel comfortable, okay? And then here's the assignment. This is what the assignment's gonna be. We want you to today, between now and tomorrow night, message 3 to 5. Like if you have 3 on your list, message 3. If you have 5, message 5. And if the message here doesn't work perfectly, then work with your support person to work that out, okay? I know I still sometimes have to talk through certain messages with people. Last Monday, I was on a power hour and I was struggling with something. I asked Heather Allen about it and she helped me. So we still help each other all the time. So don't feel like you do this by yourself. Each message you can run past us and let us help you with. So that's what we're gonna do right now. And Kelly, you're gonna do it too in a minute, but just hang tight, just hang tight. Right now, just hang tight, okay? And Zadi, I'm gonna come right back to you. So you go ahead and formulate something as if you were gonna send it to her. And then we'll circle back to you, okay?
Cool.
Zadi, how you doing with your message?
Right.
She wrote it in there.
How cute. Okay. Hey, could you do me a favor? It would mean so much to have your support on my business journey. Would you be open to trying these fruit and veggie powders I'm working with? I thought this would be great for you because you're a busy mom, just like me, but you always want the best. That's beautiful. But you always want the best for your kids. And because I know you love and support me too. If you love it, great. And if not, no worries. Your feedback would mean so much to me as I'm getting started. If I sent you a quick 2-minute video, would you be open to taking a peek? Zadi, that is absolutely perfect. Do you feel good about it?
I feel good, except you guys, I'm really in love with the other video.
Then that's okay. Then send her a different video. If you have one you like better, then you send her that video, because the most important thing is that you feel good about it. I happen to really like that 2-minute video. Okay.
I'm going to see that 2-minute video, Zadi.
Well, we'll show it to you. Which one is it that you really like? Is it the Jumpstart?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Kenna really likes the Jumpstart too, because it has a more thorough Kenna is the one who brought me back around to Jumpstart. So it is perfectly, it's a great video. Use it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So go change it to 5 minutes and then send it to her. And I'm going to check out, and I'm going to let Mo and Di help you and wrap everything up. Okay. And if you guys need me, then just, get with me. I have another call that's till 9. So I got to go jump on that. And then once that one's over, if you guys need me, let me know, message me, and I'll get with you right after. But your assignment is to message some people, on the people on your list, between now and tomorrow, using this verbiage or something like it that we can help you with if you want us to tweak the message. Okay. Does that sound good to everybody? And then tomorrow night, we'll do the very next piece with these people, unless, here's the catch. If between today and tomorrow, they reach back out to you immediately and say, I really like the video, and then reach out to one of us and let us help you with the next step. If you don't hear from them at all, we'll do next step with you tomorrow night. Sound good? Okay, Mo, I'm going to turn this over to you, okay?
Okay.
Oh, let me see how do I do that?
Hi, Mo.
Hey, Kel.
Okay, I'm signing it to you.
Okay, it's mine.
It should be yours now. I just assign and leave. It should. Yeah, I think I did it. Oh, there you go.
Okay. All right. Di, can you get off that? Can you unmute yourself? Alrighty. Okay, so Di, what were you had your part that you wanted to talk about, and then we'll work with Kelly for a little bit, and then we'll circle back around.
Yes, Kelly and Zadi, the worksheet that we're working on tonight and the video that Alicia was talking about are both on our group messenger. So you can get those very easily, and you can print that out and watch the video. And what we wanted to talk about tonight is the reason we chose this time in this month to do the Partner Plus in 10 days is we're gonna wrap up right for the Pajama Regional. I just want to keep reminding y'all, next Friday night at 6 p.m. and next Saturday from 9 to 3 is the Pajama Regional. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. Lots of great learning, lots of motivation and support. Mo is hosting at her house. She already bought the link for us to see it. So put that on your calendar. If you can attend for any of it, join us. Even if it's just Friday night or part of Saturday, just join us. And Marley, for you, Alicia is also hosting for her team. So you put that on your calendar as well, and be there as much of it as you possibly can. Okay? So we're gearing this up by Pajama Regional next Friday. Everyone on this call is going to have Partnered Plus. That means everyone is going to get the $50 from the company, a free conference ticket, because we'll be back live in 2021. And we're going to have a drawing for everyone that has achieved it to get the extra $50 for the if you would have fast tracked with a brand new